Okay, guys, we are talking about now the last disorder, psychological disorder, that is schizophrenia, and quickly highlighting schizophrenia and what we know about it from the literary meanings schizo and phren, that is the Greek words, split mind. So we know the person has been split or dissociated from reality. Yes, so when there is alteration from reality or alteration of reality, yes, that is schizophrenia. And we highlight most of the psychotic symptoms to have all those positive symptoms, right? Some of them, but we are interested in this called schizophrenia. So in schizophrenia, we see some positive symptoms which include hallucination, delusion, disjointed thinking pattern, catatonia, disorganized speech, yes. And we talk about the negative symptoms. We talk about asociality, alogia, avolition, anhedonia, etc. I don't know if I need to explain them. Please revert to in our playlist in this channel. You see in third year abnormal psychology, you still see all of these psychological disorders well detailed. If you want to know more concerning them, we even went on and provided the DSM-5 the TR criteria for diagnosing them. So, having highlighted some important things about this schizophrenia, you should go ahead in all your writing. Please, when in this course you have discussed these disorders, if you like, mention all the types and say a lot of things or even say a lot of theories. We are not interested. If you take 6 pages writing about the disorder and take 1 paragraph and not enough about explanation to the biochemical basis of the disorder, then I think it's wrong, right? So if you want to do that, always know what every course expects of you, right? So this course and this schizophrenia now, we are understanding that the dopamine hypothesis stated that excess abundance of dopamine and excess activity of dopamine receptor subtype lead to majorly the positive symptoms of schizophrenia, while the low level and underactivity of the receptor subtypes lead to the negative symptoms this time. Yes. So if you understand, the positive symptoms are behavioral excesses. So the research is saying that when dopamine is high in the forebrain, or when the receptor subtypes are drinking it too much, taking it too much, and requiring too much, and charging too much, and everything, and it becomes too much in the brain, leading to positive symptoms. The person starts hallucinating and all of those types of hallucination, and all those delusions, right? Now, what of if it's low? You understand that the dopamine neurotransmitter system is produced at the substantia nigra, if I've said that before, at the basal ganglia structure of the midbrain. So there is something we call nigrostriatal area. The nigrostriatal, this is something that came from that substantia nigra, the midbrain, moving to the stratum, right? This area, they are responsible for most procedural memory, those movements and everything. If you notice what we have done for long, you see when we talked about neurotransmitter that we say some of them are responsible in memory, some of them are responsible in movement. I can hold my hand, I can hold a paper, I can hold this like this because my dopamine is working, right? However, we are now saying that when it's low in the prefrontal cortex, for example, or this negotiation area, when there is a low level of it in this cerebral cortex, what happens? Negative symptoms of schizophrenia occurs. But when it's high in the forebrain, those mesolimbic system, you see hallucination, those positive symptoms of schizophrenia. that is dopamine in action. And especially research has included some treatments not only trying to reduce the level. If you notice that when it's high and the person is running those positive symptoms, if you only introduce drugs that will want to reduce them so that it will not be high anymore, you see that it will lead to another problem, which is negative symptoms, right? So that's why current research targets not the availability of these neurotransmitters, but the level at which these available neurotransmitters in the synaptic gap are being taken. Where was that? The receptor site. The receptor site. So you see that there are drugs that will not want to reduce the production of these neurotransmitters, but they will target the receiving of the produced or released neurotransmitters. And research targets, in the case of this schizophrenia, D2 is majorly the target. You know, we talked about the receptor subtypes of the dopamine to be D1, D2, D3, D4, and D5. So for schizophrenia, majorly D2, D1 and D2 is major, right? But D2 is often the target of most of the new antipsychotic drugs. So at this point, I'm not sure this course is next semester you'll be needing the remedy for all these explanations we have provided here, right? So like the pharmacological interventions, right? So in psychopharmacology, but in case if you are needed for that of depression, we have drugs like imipramine, we have that is tofranine, desipramine, and that's anafranil, noramitriptyline, that is Vivetit. Then under anxiety, we have clotazepam, Librum, diazepam, that is Valium, and others. Bromazepine, that is Lesotan. Those are drugs, few drugs. You drink a lot of them in your second semester. Okay, then for schizophrenia, we have the old drugs and we have the new ones. Yes, benperidol, diazoleptin, haloperidol, haldol, but these ones are the old ones that have three categories: butyrophenol, thiazidines, and phenothiazines, which are not necessary. But some new drugs, we have clozapine, that is clozarine. We have Risperdal. We have aripiprazole, Abilify, quintiapine, that is Seroquel. So there are many of them, but for any need, I just wanted to submit these few if there is any need for your exams. Yeah, so but before the exams, I'll be coming back. We'll do some review for some of your courses, but for now we are moving forward, and please do well to subscribe. You see a lot of our videos on other courses as we have dropped and as we're going to drop soonest. Thank you for watching.